It's so hard to look.
Everybody okay with starting a minute early?
Yeah.
All right, good morning, everyone. We do have a quorum, so the special meeting is on, and we're going to start with approval of two last monthly meetings minutes. I guess we'll go one at a time. Regular meeting for May 9th, 2024. So
Second.
we have Kevin, Sari, motion and second. All in favor? I'll go to regular meeting from last month, June 10th. Any questions? If not, take a motion.
Second.
Okay, motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
Let's jump right into the action items. 2.1, John.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Action item 2.1 is looking for the board's authorization to award contract 1162 GC for runway 1-19 rehabilitation and lighting upgrades to Callahan Industries for the contract bid price of $9,492,500. And this is 90% federally funded, 5% state, and 5% airport.
Any question on 2.1? Questions for John? No questions, motion? Kevin, Steve, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 2.2, John.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item 2.2 is you all have a handout that I put out. Over my vacation last week, I was negotiating further with Penny McCready and was able to get their professional service amendment down an additional almost $80,000 for contract number S-22-1127 for the design services for the rehabilitation of Concourse A and with Penny McCready. So instead of the original $919,126.71, we got it down to $833,755.71. So the total now will be $2,029,118.71. Looking for the board's authorization for that.
Okay, so it's a change from what's listed here.
Yeah, we're down just about 80,000 out of that, quite 80,000.
Okay.
So this figure here, John, is wrong.
Correct. That's, put that,
Other
yep,
figures.
right there on that handout.
Yes, sir.
And that amendment, that amount was due to coming.
I didn't know what was going on. What happened was they got back, one of their subs came back. When we made that board item with the 919,000, they came back with their price, and then one of their subs came back and was able to knock down 80,000 out of there. So I figured we would definitely entertain taking the $80,000 rate.
I'm talking about the 833, that amendment was expected.
It wasn't expected. I was negotiating with them directly, and then one of their subs came back and realized that they could knock it down. So that's how we ended up with that.
Any other questions for John? No other questions? Take a motion. Janet, second. Sari, all in favor? Okay. 2.3, Michael.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Enabling legislation And it's that we approve a 5-year capital plan, 5 years. The capital plan before you is for the years 2025 to 2029, the amount of $283,350,250. We have presented this to the CIP, the capital improvement committee. Brief summary was provided at the last board meeting. And we request approval. If you have any questions, I will be glad to answer them. Once this is passed, then we approach the mass transit committee.
Okay, any questions, Sarah? Did you want to make any?
No, I think, right, no, I think we've had very thorough presentations, which I always appreciate, and any questions that we had about the capital plan were addressed and satisfactory at CIC, so we certainly recommend approving this plan as the staff has presented to us. We're very pleased. Thank you, Michael, Chris, and everybody who participated. They did a great job presenting it to us. And I think if anybody, the one thing I will say is the additional summary you gave at was that at the board? CIC, I believe, was wonderful. So if anybody needs a brief review, go onto the board book, thanks to Liz, and take a peek, because those were very helpful to refresh from the full plan, so.
Any other comments, questions? If not, we'll take a motion to accept 2.3.
So moved.
Sarah, second Steve, all in favor?
Aye.
All right. Thank you. 2.4, John.
Just have been working with Turner for their professional service contract, and this is a request to the board for amendment number 1 to contract S22-1129 for construction management services. This extends their work provisions through the 8 concourse work out for the build out for the 8 concourse and the terminal A work, and some work that they did do with us during the inline baggage service as well.
Any questions for John regarding 2.4? Questions? I'll take a motion to accept. Kevin, second Janet, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 3.1, John, on the same.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Item 3.1 is looking for the board's authorization to award change order number 1 for the construction contract 21-1013-HVAC-M for the air traffic control towers, the HVAC work being done by Colette Mechanical. The change order is for $55,700.25. We had a provision in there for additional work of $20,000. We had but it went beyond that. When they pulled apart air handlers 4, 5, and 6, they basically fell apart. So they had to buy new housings and new frames and everything, put it all back together. Unfortunately, you have to replacing tanks. The tower was building was built around it, so you have to put the same type of equipment back. You're stuck. And this way here, we'll be good for another 25, 30 years. So that'll be good. Okay.
Questions? Motion? Steve? Second. Sarah, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. 3.2, John.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. 3.2 is, I'm looking for the board's authorization for change order number 9, authorization to award the contract change order to the construction contract 21-1082-GC for the pre-TSA terminal expansion with MLB Construction Services. This change order number 9 is for $96,396.90, and that is for all the site work, traffic control, excavation, utility location that was occurred when we did the fiber and power relocation through the roadway.
Okay. Questions? Take a motion.
One question. Why the change order? Was that part of it?
No, that was the electric and the fiber that we found that was on to the side that grid, we had worked with grid to get around. That was with that was not located when we first visited.
Any questions? If not, I'll take a motion. Sari, second Janet, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay. That is it for our voting. Just have, before we break, I just want to recognize staff at the airport for making the best of a really bad situation over the weekend. A lot of people stranded. Everybody kind of pulled together and really took care of passengers that were stranded. And made their situation a lot more comfortable. So, and also the communications that you guys maintained with the board was very, helpful, very much appreciated. So, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Quebec. Anyone else? Okay. Thanks, everyone.
Yes, this meeting on
We'll take a motion to adjourn. Sari, second Janet, all in favor? That's blessing. It's never gonna